Welcome everybody to another vlog, a daily vlog, a vlog that happens daily, a Glass Geek daily vlog. I was thinking about going live tonight and doing a live video, but it seems like this weekend no one has really been on YouTube. Everybody's been busy or doing something. They have been living their lives. You guys have been living your lives all weekend long. Well, people like me, well, not so much. Trying, but obviously not as much as you guys, because me, I've been out doing a lot of recording, trying to find places and get content for you guys, and at the same time I've also been consuming content, consuming quite a bit of content, trying to make up for stuff that the YouTubers that I follow, trying to see what they've been doing all week and catching up on everything that they've been posting all weekend. But my content obviously isn't as good as theirs. I mean, I know that. I really, trust me, I know. But I've been trying to do stuff. It's just today or this morning, or it's morning right now, so it's really early. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm not expecting to be able to do too much today because, alas, it's a Monday and it's a work day, and I have very short time to do what I need to do. So I figured, why not answer at least one question in video form, and instead of taking you guys out trying to search and harness content from a roadside attraction, which probably won't happen until tomorrow, do something else. Answer a question. That's what I'm going to do. So anyway, so today's daily vlog isn't out and about. It's about what I do in my truck. Actually, you probably read the description before you clicked on the video, so you already know what this is about. Kind of. I mean, I'm not going to tell you exactly in the description, but I'm going to tell you if you watch. Like right now, you guys are watching. So, Rick, you live out on the road. How do you consume content like television shows, like your favorite television shows? I have said this in the past. I'll give you guys a little bit of inside history of what led to what I do out here on the road. It was about 5 years ago. I'm really terrible with time. I'm bad with math, I'm bad with spelling, and I'm bad with reading. So any of those three subjects, if you guys have any questions and expect great answers, you're not going to get them out of this brain. So I'm trying to think of the time frame of my different cell phones, right? I'm going through the history of my cell phones to try and figure out a time frame. So like, when did the S7 Edge, or what phone is this? This is the Samsung Note 4. This is the Note 4 Edge, so it only has one edge. So I'm trying to think of when that came out, but it was pre that. I'm just gonna guess. I'm just gonna throw it out there. 5 years ago, about 5, maybe 6 years ago. Let's go for 6. Before cell phones became all the rage, it may have been, God, it was longer than that. 9 years ago. It was 9 years ago, probably. At home, internet was kicking, not really so fast and everything, but it was to the point where I was thinking to myself, you know what? Why am I paying? Boy, I swallowed something wrong. Why am I paying $100 a month for cable TV? Why, Rick? Why are you paying $100 a month for cable TV? This was like 9 years ago, and home Wi-Fi was kind of getting into our area, so we can have a router in the house and start to have wireless internet within the house. And once we got the wireless internet within the house, I was going, well, all I basically need, I mean, we had a big, huge, crappy Dell Gateway, I think it was, computer in the house that I purchased at a flea market for like $50 or something. But it was so slow, and you really couldn't do anything with it but store photos or something. And at the time, we had purchased one of those big JVC flat screen HD TVs. It wasn't the kind like this. It wasn't a thin one. It was like 2.5 foot deep. It was like a picture tube TV, size, but it was a flat screen HD TV. And it was projection. It wasn't projected onto the screen. It was projected onto the screen from behind. So inside that big cabinet, the projections was shooting on backwards. One of those TVs before the plasmas and before all that other stuff. And I was thinking to myself, okay, well, we have internet now. We have the access to internet. And from what, from browsing, and Hulu was just becoming available. Netflix was still shipping DVDs and stuff, but they were starting the process of streaming, but it wasn't very good. And YouTube wasn't really a thing, but it was a thing, and back then you could actually get some sort of television content on YouTube, without worrying about copyright infringement and things like that. So I thought to myself, well, we don't really watch too much TV anyway, but the stuff that we do watch, we could grab off of Hulu or something like that, or YouTube, and because Netflix is starting to stream a little bit and getting rid of, it was at that point in time where DVDs and they were going to start merging away and getting rid of the DVDs and focus on streaming. So I said, well, we can cut the cable out totally, and I can hook this gateway $50 PC I picked up at a flea market to the television. I could rig something up as my motor back there fires up, and start using the internet to get our content onto the TV without paying a cable bill. So it worked for me for a while. It actually worked. My fiance at the time, girlfriend / fiance, whatever you want to call it, she had a little bit harder time, getting home off of work, and I got a hair. I need a haircut. Got a hair right there. But she would get off of work and she'd want to watch something. She was really into The Simpsons, King of the Hill, and stuff like that back in the day. And so sometimes, I'd have to go on the internet and try and figure out how to get that content onto the TV via the internet at the time, and so she could watch it, because she couldn't do it herself. And I had a hard time. It was a year or two of struggling, after cutting the cord and being able to get that stuff onto the TV. Nowadays, it's a heck of a lot easier. It really is. Technology, caught up, to what we need nowadays as consumers to get rid of the cable altogether, or satellite and everything, and you can pretty much stream everything over Wi-Fi. So nowadays in the home, it's very easy to cut the cord. Back then it wasn't. It is now. Fast forward to today, where I'm out here on the road. I'm not even in a home. I mean, though it may look like it, I'm not. I'm in the back of a tractor trailer. I'm in a big rig, one of these ones where you can just stretch, and have plenty of room. But I'm on the road, and there's no Wi-Fi around. I have zero Wi-Fi where I'm parked. I'm in the middle of a cornfield right now. I think I'm in Minnesota. Don't know if I crossed out of Wisconsin into Minnesota. I'm right at the border, but there's cornfields around me and big windmills and stuff out here in the fields. I have no internet access out here. So how do I get content on my television? Cable, modern shows, Walking Dead, Survivor, Psych, I Love Lucy, I don't know, whatever I want to watch, how do I get it on my TV without any Wi-Fi? I'm going to show you guys today how cord cutting in the past has advanced to where I can do that out here on the road in a very simple and very inexpensive way. Pretty much almost free. You guys ready to see? Are you? Let me show you my TV. There she is. That's... trying to set the camera up just perfect in front of the TV. Let's scroll over a little. Anyway, so this is my TV. It's a cheap generic Dynex. I believe it was either Best Buy or Walmart. But it's rather large, though it doesn't look like it here, but it's pretty big. I mean, I could probably pull the camera out a little bit and show you guys the TV. Now, let me tell you what I do. I use my phone. That's what I do. I use the phone. Now, when I first started driving truck back in the day, and you could get digital content on your phone and you wanted to put it up to a TV, you had to have a dongle. It was an MHL adapter. They usually ran about $2 to $3 on Amazon, and you would get it and you would plug it in to the port on the back of your phone, plug it in, and then hook your regular power cable up to that adapter. And then and that adapter also had a third port in it, which would have an MHL hole where you would hook your HDMI. I'm screwed up. It's an MHL adapter. But HTC and other companies, Motorola and stuff, and Samsung at the time, you could plug an MHL adapter in, hook an HDMI cable to it, because it had a slot for an HDMI cable. Then you'd plug the other end of the HDMI cable into your TV. You'd essentially have a hard wire that would go from your phone, from this little port down here, directly into your TV. The bad thing about those MHL adapters would be they wear out very, very easily and only work for maybe a month or so, and you're spending another $3 or $4 to have another one shipped to you, because they were very, very hard to find within like Walmart's or Best Buys. Nowadays, you got these little wire things that you could just plug into your MHL adapter on your TV, and it's just a little thingy bop. You just flop down and just let it sit there. And that emits its own Wi-Fi hotspot, which in turn lets you connect your smartphone. Let's see here if we could do this properly. Fingerprint scan, which lets you drag down from the top of your screen. And if you watch up here, watch the TV. It's a little bit easier to see. I could drag over and I can hit any cast. Your phone will automatically connect to that wirelessly. No wires needed. None. Which makes life super incredibly easy. Now, there's a lot of different ways you can do that. There's expensive ways, like Samsung has one. It costs like $70, which is a little bit outrageous. You can go the Google route and get a Chromecast, and that runs like $29 or something for a Chromecast. And there's other ones. There's other ones out there. There's numerous ones, all different prices. I found that one I just showed you, it's $9. It's $9 on Amazon. You just grab it, and it works the best. It's easiest to connect to. It works better than the Chromecast. It works better than Samsung's offerings. It works better than Amazon's offerings. It works better than anything. And it's only $9. And as you can see, it works perfect. Now, why am I showing you guys this? Well, main reason is because I'm out here in the middle of nowhere, but I have cell phone service. See, who you gonna call? Because I got cell phone service. I have unlimited data, pretty much like everybody nowadays, but I've always had unlimited data because the phone carriers I use always had data for free, unlimited, which is a bonus. The unlimited data, you actually need it. Now, there were companies like Verizon and AT&T and stuff that didn't have unlimited data. They just kind of started doing that. Even though they say it's unlimited data, it's not always unlimited. I think you use like 22 gigs on Verizon, and they start to throttle you back a little bit. It's still unlimited. It's just sometimes very, very slow after that. They always tell you, if you go to a Verizon store, a Sprint store, AT&T store, something like that, they go, oh yeah, it's unlimited, and yes, we do throttle you after 22 gigs or something like that, but it's only if you stay on this one cell tower. If you driving down the road and you connect to a different cell tower, the throttling stops, because you're using, especially if there's nobody really using that tower you're on, we don't throttle you. That's a lie. They're lying to you. I hit numerous cell towers every single day, driving from Florida up here to Minnesota, and once I hit that limit, I'm throttled everywhere I go. So say I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, I upload a couple videos like this in HD, and I go through the data real fast of uploading, not only uploading to YouTube, but also the Google Photos and the video automatically loads up to Google, because this is a pixel and it's unlimited storage, so I have it set to where every time I shoot a video or every time I take a picture, it goes right into the cloud. So that data is going there. The data from YouTube is going to YouTube, and so I go through my 22 gigs pretty fast. I usually, on one phone, let's see here, I don't want to lie to you guys. Let's see what data I used already. Open back up this phone. I think you could do it here. Let's see. Gear. Display, wallpaper, device management, apps. Probably find it here. No, you don't find it here. Back. You would find it here. Is it under mobile networks? No. Where do you find it? Where do you find the data usage? Maybe hotspot tethering? No, not there. Sounds like notification display, wallpapers. There used to be a spot that showed you your data. How much data you used per device. I could have sworn data usage. Yeah, it's right here, data usage. So from December 1st, I don't know what the date today is, but I've already used 16 gigs on this device alone. I don't know how many I've used on this. I normally use about 400 gigs a month, right around 400 gigs. And because I use like 400 gigs a month, I get throttled quite a bit. But when they tell you, you know what, we do not throttle, we may throttle you on one tower, but once you switch towers, you don't have, you get your gigs, your speeds right back up. They're lying to you. Anyway, so what I normally do, instead of streaming Netflix to even use more and more gigs on any particular tower, I go ahead and use an application that pretty much bypassed streaming services altogether. What I wanted was the original TV experience, like you kind of are used to at home. Cable TV, DVR, and things like that, being able to skip commercials and do whatever. Now, what I do, I don't get any commercials anyway, but what I do is I turn my phone into a DVR. And I'm going to show you the application that I use to avoid paying any bills at home, any cable bills, any Wi-Fi bills, any of that stuff, where I just use my cell phone as an entertainment device. As I use my phone as a DVR, even though I don't have home cable, home Wi-Fi, I have access to everything. I have access to thousands of people's DVRs at home. And I transfer the data from their DVRs at home onto my mobile device. And I'm going to show you how I do that right now. First thing you got to do is open up your phone. Dun, dun, dun. Then you go up here to the top of the search bar, right up here, the search bar right up there, and you type in Droid TV Primetime. And look, it already pops up. Droid TV. I think it's, hold on a second. My Droid. It's My Droid TV Primetime. You open up that on your telephone, and you'll see right here, it says My Droid TV Primetime. This does not work with iOS, only with Android. Droid TV Personal TV DVR. You open that up. Dun, dun, dun. Takes you right to a download page. Droid TV Personal. Let's see if we can flip that full screen maybe. Can we do that? Yes, we can. Dun, dun, dun. So you got download now. But what's great about this application is it used to be in the Google Play Store like 4 years ago or something. It was actually in the Google Play Store. It did get pulled because it violated some of Google's rules and regulations, I believe. But it has been around this whole time. It has a lifetime membership, a monthly membership, or a free. You could go free, monthly, or yearly. You could even pay lifetime. And it's very, very cheap. I'm going to show you guys right now how much it costs to have everything that has ever been on TV, all the way back to the Jackie Gleason days, the I Love Lucy, the I Dream of Genies, all that stuff, up into modern day television. Every episode of every TV show, pretty much. There's still a couple. The Greatest American Hero isn't on there. I keep writing the developer, you got to put Greatest American Hero on there, or Briscoe County Jr. Those two shows, I'd be set for life. But those aren't on there. But pretty much every TV show throughout history, every episode up until tonight's episodes of your favorite TV shows, you got them all. Everything is right there with a nice, quick, easy DVR press of the button, saved to my device. Oh, come on, you. Don't shut off. I'm not ready for you to shut off. So, you get a free trial even. Wow, this is new. Record and watch almost every primetime show from ABC, CBS, NBC, Fox, CW, USA Today. No commercials, no cable subscriptions required, no risk. It has over 500 shows with 40,000 episodes, even the most current ones. Just let you guys read as I scroll. No buffering, no internet required. You can beam right, you can cast it directly to your TV, like I'm going to show you like I'm doing right now, actually. And you just press download. That's all. That's how easy it is. Go back to this mode. Boom, boom, boom. So once it's downloaded, up here at the top of the screen, you guys, it won't install. It won't install like your normal Google Play applications. It doesn't do that. So sometimes if you download third-party applications, it installs, and then you have to drag down from the top of your phone, and it'll say download. It's downloaded. You have to touch it and install it from the drop down. It's usually just doesn't do it and pop an icon onto the screen. Okay, so just as I flipped the camera around, my VR started updating. That's not good, but that's okay, Oculus. I'll come back to you. You go ahead and update in the background. So once the app is installed, you'll find it in your settings. So if you look right here, it says Droid TV. It doesn't just pop onto the front of your screen. It actually gets buried within your things, and you have to drag it out. And I put it in with all my other TV viewing stuff, all my fun stuff. So you press the Droid TV thing. Bum, bum, bum. Where are you at? There it is. These are all the shows I have. Let's go to primetime. All right, so this is how it works. This is all what's primetime nowadays. This is what's on modern day television for the most part. And you can scroll through. I don't understand why American Gothic is there. That should be classic, because that is a classic TV show. I don't know why it's in prime time. But you have access to Ash vs. Evil Dead. Should be uploading soon, because I know the new season's starting. But let's pick a show. Better Call Saul, Big Bang. Let's pick a show that I'm not subscribed to. Let's just flick it. Okay, what pops up? Okay, let's do The Daily Show. I watch The Daily Show on YouTube, but it doesn't matter. Okay, usually if it's been on for quite a while, the newest episodes, like last night's episode 11, or the latest episode of The Daily Show, was 11/29, because it's the weekend. So this is the newest. The newest episode is 11/29/17. So it starts off here at the top, the newest episode, and you can scroll all the way to the bottom to the very first episode ever on television. And this one here obviously has quite a few. So let's just pick any episode. Let's pick the newest episode. So this little red button here, you just touch it, bum bum bum, and now that's recording. Now, if I want to, I could just click this word. I don't want to record that. I don't want to record that, but let's just touch that word. It'll give you a description: hip hop artist, an activist, whatever. So you got the option to record this episode, and you can also record new episodes automatically, where they just, if you press that, every time there's a new episode, it automatically downloads to your phone. That's how it works. Now let's go to, you got all your classic TVs too. You got all your classic TV shows. So you can scroll through MASH and everything else. And then you also have free TV. So if you don't want to pay for the service, you can click free and get quite a bit of stuff. Coming soon is stuff that you already have in your DVR queue. And you also have now playing. So like right now, these are all the shows I already have on my DVR. So like a lot of them, there's only one episode. Oh, I'm totally current on Young Sheldon. Good deal. So like all these are subscription. I subscribe to, so every time there's a new episode, they're on, except for Grimm, because Grimm is already off the air. I'm just going back rewatching new episodes. But what you could do is you touch and it starts to play. Or no, it doesn't. It comes up to this. You can play the episode, cast to your TV, remove episode from your DVR, permanently delete the episode from your DVR, or stop recording new episodes of the show. But if I want to watch the show, I just click play. And it's all I believe most of it's 720p. So it's HD, but not 1080, I think. It's I don't want to show this because copyright infringement. Don't want to show you guys. Don't want to show all the copyright. But it plays and it casts right to your TV. I'll scroll up. Go to the home screen. Dun, dun, dun. Back to the home screen. That way I have pretty much every single episode of every TV show ever created. I could watch it right on my TV without being in any Wi-Fi, nowhere. I don't have to have it. And when I'm home, I have these little units that are plugged in on TVs, and I also have one of these little extra units that I take to hotel rooms with me, so I'm not stuck to watching whatever's on their cable TV in a hotel room. I could actually just shoot from my telephone, from my Droid TV Primetime, and watch what I want to watch when I want to watch it. When I'm done with the episode, I normally keep them on my DVR. I just delete them off of my device to keep storage free on my phone. Though nowadays we have quite a bit of storage on our devices. It's not. I think this here I got like 120 something gigabytes, and or no, that's like 120 something. This is like 64, and the device I'm talking to you on is 64 gigs. So I mean, I have plenty of storage to keep plenty of shows, and plus record YouTube content like this, and but to make sure I have enough space on my mobile devices to be able to record videos like this, I normally do delete those from my mobile device, but I do keep them in the cloud on on another DVR at somebody's house. I don't know how they do this. I think what my Droid TV Primetime does is they have people all over the United States and Canada that record shows. You know, they pay people to record these shows and keep them on a DVR built into their computer or something, and that way that gives us access to their DVRs so we could get those shows onto our mobile devices. It sounds complicated, but it's not. I've been using it for about 4 years now. No hiccups, no nothing. It works flawless and perfect, and it's probably my most used application. I have to say, other than the camera and the video on my camera, you know, pressing the little camera icon, that's a highly used application because I do a lot of YouTube videos. But my second most used application has to be Droid TV. So if you want to cut the cords, this is a great way to go. Now, if you want to pay for the service, it used to be like $3 every 3 months, and which was a bargain. It was a bargain, but they started upping the quality. You know, back in the day, back 4 or 5 years ago, it wasn't as high quality as it is nowadays, and they didn't have the same number of television shows. It's just been building and building and building over the years. So the prices have jumped up. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I know you could pay a monthly fee, and that's probably like $3 a month, or something like that. Or you could pay every 6 months now, and it's like for 6 months it's $12 or something. For a year, it goes up from there. And lifetime, I think you could pay for life for the rest of your life. I think it's like $129. So for a 1 month cable bill, you can have cable pretty much for the rest of your life. And I was worried, well, should I pay $129? What happens if these people go out of business? They have $129. But if they did now, I got my money's worth already. I've had the service for 4 years, a little over 4 years. So if I was at home and I had 1 month of cable, I paid for already 4 years of service with that 1 month of cable bill to Comcast or Bright House. So I've already gotten my money's worth if they go out of business. Now, if I do the monthly thing, or every 6 months, $12 every 6 months or whatever, I'm not really losing much if they do go out of business. But the company has been really, really good. The developers have been communicating. They communicate all the time. They're easy to get a hold of. If you have an issue, they're right on it. I have a feeling if enough people subscribe to something like this, it's gonna stay around. It has to. There's so many people out there that want to cut the cord, and there's a lot of travelers out there, people that live in RVs and campers and truck drivers, and the traveler that flies on airplanes to goes to strange cities and stays in hotel rooms and wants their local content other than YouTube TV, which has commercials. I don't understand that, Google. And that's $39 a month. This is cheaper than YouTube. And you get way more content. I mean, YouTube has a lot of content, but you get a lot more of that Hollywood television, your normal shows, your Survivors, your Walking Deads, your Fear the Walking Deads, Ash vs. Evil Dead. You get all your TV shows. I mean, well, those are my TV shows, but you get all those, Big Bang, everything, anytime you want, right there, boom, boom. And that's how I do it. That's how I get my entertainment out on the road. Now, if I want movies, obviously Netflix. Netflix is the way to go, but you have to stream that. So if I'm in a bad cell phone area, or Verizon or Sprint or T-Mobile are throttling me, Netflix is really slow. So there's those times where you can't really watch Netflix because it buffers and buffers and buffers. But with this, there is no buffering because those shows are downloaded onto your phone, because your phone becomes a portable DVR. So that's how I do it, guys. That's how I get my entertainment. So I hope I answered that question okay. It's a workaround, but the workarounds nowadays to get entertainment out on the road or cutting the cord at home are a lot simpler than they were 9 years ago. Nowadays, you don't need the Wi-Fi, you don't need cable, you don't need any of that, because these devices right here, they pretty much have everything you need built into them, and not having to connect a hard wire to your TV is a big bonus nowadays, because a lot of the devices that hook to your TV emit something like that, their own Wi-Fi hotspot that your phone can connect to, like the Chromecast and stuff, and shoot the content right there, right to this thing right here. And I love it. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off, guys. I just wanted to answer that one question. Make sure I have a video for today, because I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to be doing. If I'm going to make it to Metropolis again so I can grab that interview with Jim, or hit that Swedish museum that I want to stop by, because I stopped and did that recon mission about a week ago. I kind of know what to expect, and I know where I could park my truck now, so if I'm passing that tomorrow or the next day, I'll be able to whip in and explore the Swedish museum, the Swedish American Museum. So there's content coming. It's just during the daytime today, I got to go to Hormel, do the swapping of the trailers, and start heading south, and there's really nothing to show you guys down there. So this is your content for today. So until the next one, guys, I love you all. Be kind to each other. I do have a Patreon. I really don't push it too much, but I'm going to be pushing it here in a little bit, because there's something in my head. We're starting a project very, very soon of a second book of A Road Less Traveled. Not one of the children's books, not one of the Curtis books, but an actual Road Less Traveled Volume 2. And to do that, I need to get out of this vehicle for a good 30 days or so. So I'm going to be doing my best to generate revenue to possibly buy some sort of used, small, Class C style RV and get out on the road, take 30 days off, document it in video form, you know, stopping and interviewing road people that operate and create roadside attractions and things like that. You know, the kooky hillbilly stuff in Georgia, and to Jim at the Superman Museum, and talk to them about what they did in their life and what brought them to this and to create these attractions for people like me and you to enjoy. And I'm going to document that all on video and put it into a book, and not only a physical hardback and paperback that should be available on Amazon like my other books, but also a digital book. We're going to do digital also, so you don't have to actually purchase the physical books for $10 or something. You could purchase the digital books for 99 cents. So I'm gonna start a Patreon campaign and get that going. I'm trying to think of bonuses that I can give my Patreon supporters for helping out. If we can make this succeed, like put, you know, in the special thanks comments in the hardback and the paperback and stuff. Maybe putting your names in the book and stuff like that as a special thank you and things like that. I'm still working on that. Turn on battery saver, 15% remaining. Oh my God, I better go. All right, guys, I love you all. Until the next one, hopefully from somewhere exciting, I will talk to you later. Peace out, everybody.